Powerful woman of God. Oh my God, on my way there, the young ladies, amen, and Auntie, they were telling me, all right now, I just want to tell you, she's fire and ice. You know, she don't want nobody, just anybody coming to pray with her. You know, just anybody coming to talk to her. And that's how we ought to be. Amen. I don't let just anybody lay hands on me. I don't let anybody just pray for me because you don't know what we're dealing with nowadays. Amen. I wish I had somebody in here. Amen. And so when I went there, amen, she was, she was laying there and she was so peaceful. And, on my way there, amen, the Lord gave me a word about my GPS. I'm not going to tell it. See, they're laughing already. I'm not going to tell it. But when I told it when I was there, even on her sick bed, she said, oh no, baby, that word was for you. I said, okay, now wait a minute. I came to encourage you. And here you go getting ready to go on the glory. And you tell me the word is for me? But I received the word. And man, she had such a way, in the short time that I was able to talk to her and minister with her, she had a way of just pricking your heart, letting you know, okay, now there's greatness in you. No, God gave that word for you. So I want to encourage everybody that came up here, understand that the words that she gave you, the encouragement that she gave you, the scriptures that she gave you, the poems that she may have given you, the prayer, all of that was for you. So the question is, what will they say at your obituary? You understand what I'm saying? Were the words just to be said? Did they fall on deaf ears? Or are you really living out what it was that she spoke into your life? Because it really, at the end of the day, I mean, the man of God said it, some were laughing or whatever, but he said some good stuff. He really did. It doesn't matter how strong you are. It doesn't matter how weak you are. Even though the Bible does say, the race is not given to the swift, nor to the strong, but to he that endureth until the end. So are you enduring? Are you really, really going through? Not just your way, because oftentimes we allow our way to get in the way of God's way. Wow. Amen, somebody. And oftentimes we forget that we try to put the ways of the world in the ways of the church or in the ways of what God really wants us to do. And we justify it because now it's become our security blanket. Now it's become the way that we really, really think that we should operate because it's comfortable. But how many know that anything great doesn't come easy? You have to fight. And God has put warriors inside of all of us. Amen. Amen. So quickly to the text, the Bible is talking about David. Amen. And it's talking about the Ark of the Covenant. And it says in verse 1, again, 1 Chronicles 13, and I'm reading from the King James Version, but I promise you it's simple to understand. And David consulted with the captains of thousands and hundreds, and with every leader. And David said unto all the congregation of Israel, if it seems good to you, and that it be of the Lord our God, let us send abroad unto our brethren and everywhere that are left in the land of Israel, and with them also the priests and Levites, which are in their cities and suburbs, that they may gather themselves unto us. And this is where I really want you to get. And let us bring again the ark of our God to us, for we inquired not at it in the days of Saul. Amen. And I'm just going to read that verse, just that little verse one more time in the Message version. And it says, and let's bring the chest of our God back. The chest that was out of sight, out of mind during the days of Saul. And so I want to ask you on today, I don't want to ask you, I want to encourage you to let you know that there is an app for that. So just turn to your neighbor and say, there's an app for that. Amen. There's an app for that. In this day and time, we live with a whole lot of technology. Amen. Amen. We have this cheap technology that has taken over priceless minds. And we have honored that so much. Amen. Amen. We live in a day and time where letters in terms of endearment are no longer okay, are no longer accepted. Pen pals. Y'all remember pen pals? No longer do we do pen pals anymore. Or how about actually picking up the phone and having a decent conversation with somebody? Now it's texting, now it's IMing, now it's Snapchat. And we must not forget the social media therapists that a lot of people tell their problems to. Facebook. Yeah, see, some of y'all know, exactly. And the list goes on and on. And I understand times do change and it's not like it was 20 years ago. But however, I would venture to say and would encourage you to challenge your mind by insisting that it's not the times that have changed with the people, but rather the people changing with the times. But I can encourage you today and tell you that there is an app for that. So if we look at verse 3, on that, it's talking about King David. We identify David as a warrior. We identify David as a worshiper. Amen. And we also identify David. We identify him as a king, a worshiper, a king, a worshiper, and a warrior. Amen. And in this verse, he kind of threw a little shade on Saul. He threw a little shade on Saul, and he told the people, he said, all right, now, the glory was here, but now that Saul was king, the glory was gone. So the glory really is the presence of God. I just want you all to understand that. So we honestly think that we're operating in the presence of God when the presence of God has left a long time ago. And I believe that that's what Sister Audrey was trying to tell us as well. You can't